it's Kathleen from Bailey Academy. Mom of 5, homeschooling 3 of them, ages 9, 12, and almost 16. Today I have a short little video for you. I just wanted to share resource that I put together, I guess you could say, to use in our homeschool. So I have a whole bunch of do-a-tangs and one of these little, whatever those called, and they all have different purposes. So this one here is for gym, when we do gym class. So inside, in page protectors, the first thing is just exercises that I put together. I thought of some, brainstormed some, also Googled like what are some exercises kids can do, made a list. For example, jumping jacks, skipping, running in place, squats, shoulder rolls, arm circles, scissor jumps, walking backwards, hop on one foot, pretend to pedal a bike, knee highs, dance, etc. The second page is challenges. We feel like having a challenges section. That includes hula hoop for 20 seconds, throwing a frisbee, catching a frisbee. These are like skills that they can practice. Flick a beanbag up from your foot and catch. Walk while balancing a beanbag on your head, those sorts of things. And I have games. Now, I was a Girl Guide leader, so I know lots of games, and I had to come with games that you could play with only about 3 kids. So, if you make one of these yourself, you're going to have to come with games that you can play with the amount of kids that you have. So I have things like Leapfrog, Follow the Leader, Touch Blue, which is a game that you can play with any age kid that knows their colors, and any amount of kids, 1 through however many. So you just go to wherever your play area is, whether you're inside or outside, and you say something simple like touch blue. They go, they find something blue, they run, they touch it. As soon as everybody's touched something blue, you say something different. You can do colors, touch green, touch purple, touch white. You can also add in other things for the older kids if you want to make it hard. Like I've done touch metal, touch plastic. I've done touch hard, touch soft, touch cold, touch hot, or warm. Things like that. And it's simple, but the kids love it. Even the older ones who know all their colors and have known them for years, it's just fun to go walk around and see. And you could be like, well, if you say touch blue again, they have to touch something different than the first time they touched. Another game I have is Steal the Bacon. That one is harder to do, so I put a question mark because I need an even number of players and you need at least 4. So I only play that when, say we have visitors coming to homeschool with us. So if you have a big family, that would work. And basically you have, need a paper, but anyways, this is your playing field. Okay, you have something in the middle for bacon, so you can use an old sock, not an old sock, but like a single sock, a shoe, a beanbag, a hat, things like that. Put it down, and you have, say, if you have 6 players, you have 3 here and 3 here, lined up. These ones are numbered 1, 2, 3. The other ones are opposite 1, 2, 3. So you're the caller. You call number 1. At both number 1s run to get the bacon in the middle. So if you have to get the bacon and get it back to your line to get the point. So you can either go grab the bacon before the other person, or if they grab the bacon, you can tag them, and then you get a point for your team. That's Steal the Bacon. Look it up if you're still confused. I'm sure there's has instructions online. Different ways you can play that with any amount of kids. You just simply have to start at one end of your play area, walk to the other end of the play area one at a time, doing it in different ways. So if this person walks at a normal speed, this person might hop with 1 foot, then this person might do scissor walk. And then if that's all the amount of people that went by, then they go back the other way. But you still have to do it completely different than the other ways that you did before. This person might crawl. This person might sprint. This person might, any way they can come up with, be as creative as they want. Any true, false questions. We do that with every topic that we learn. We have a tree or a post for our fence. This side is true, this side is false. If you're indoors, you can use chairs or anything you want. And I look up true, false questions on certain topics. So I might look up true, false questions on our teeth if we were learning about how to care for our teeth. And or even facts, and then I just say the fact as is if it's true and make up the opposite if it's supposed to be false. And they run to whichever one they want. You tell them the answer, and then they come back to the middle, and then you say the next one. I Spy gym version. The teacher picks something and the others take turns asking questions like, is it alive, is it green, etc. If the answer is no, the teacher gives you an exercise to do. So if you say yes, then you know one clue closer. If you say no, then you're like, okay, now you need to do 10 arm circles. Then the next person goes. What time is it, Mr. Wolf? Red light, green light, TV tag. We also have a dice run game. So you roll a dice. We have like giant foam dice as well as small foam dice. So number 1 is slow walk, 2 is normal walk, 3 is power walk, 4 is slow jog, 5 is run, and 6 is sprint. So you simply roll, do that to the other end. Each person goes, then roll and come back. There's more games than that. That's just some of them. Then I have some things that I found online, and I will link directly to, not the resources because you have to subscribe to their blogs usually to get them, but to the website that I got them from. Most of these were in their free resource library, so if you subscribe and then you get the password, you go to their free resource library and you download it. My printer is not so cute, but this one's from homeschoolhideout.com. So you roll the dice and you do whichever the activity is based on what dice you rolled. A lot of them are like that. These ones over here are the same idea, but there's different categories. So this is under dance, arms, challenge, and core. And there's also stretch, dynamic, balance, and charades. These are from Rock Your Homeschool. So for example, if I have them pick stretch, dynamic, balance, charades. They go, okay, I want charades. Then they roll, they got a 2. They have to alternating arms, pick 10 apples off a tree. And if there's one that they can't do, like my kids have struggled with the core. So for example, doing 10 sit-ups, they can barely do 1. So we just do as many as you can, or we adjust it somehow, make it easier. Then from Terry's Teaching Treasures, I have physical health choice boards. I crossed off the ones that I'm not allowing them to do for whatever reason. Maybe we don't have the items, or I don't have time for it, or whatever. Like go for a bike ride for at least 20 minutes. My kids don't have bikes that fit them right now, so that's not going to work. Run around the outside of your house 3 times. You can't even get around the outside of your house, so I crossed those off. But other ones they have are do a Just Dance video from YouTube or your game system. Roll up a pair of socks and toss the ball into the bucket 30 times. Do 20 push-ups and 10 jumping jacks. Go for a walk in your neighborhood. Go do a Go Noodle video that is at least 3 minutes long. Go Noodle is a website, if you don't know, that has, think of like, sort of like Just Dance, but they're designed for kids. All kinds of videos of all different topics and activity levels, and teachers use it, and homeschoolers can use it too. I am technically a Go Noodle brand ambassador, but it's a great resource even if, I don't get paid to promote them or anything. So just gonoodle.com or Go Noodle on YouTube and you can find stuff. So the other one, same thing. I have another physical choice board. Go outside and play for at least 20 minutes. Choose an animal and move around your yard or house like them for 5 minutes. Put on your favorite song and dance like no one is watching. So on. This thing I can't remember where I found, but I'm always looking for new things. This is Move to the Beat Activity 6.9 from something called Improvise and Create, Chapter 6. So it says count the beats out loud as you do the move. So it's like step 1 is reach to the right. So I say reach to the right, 1, 2, 3, and they do 1, 2, 3. Reach to the left, 1, 2, 3. Turn around, turn the other way, gallop forward, march backward, slide to the right, slide to the left, push to the front, pull backward, reach to the sky on your toes, etc. And each one is 1, 2, 3, and they do it for the count of 3. And I have another choice board. So 3 choice boards from the Terry's Teaching Treasures. And from Hess on Academy, amazing website, great Facebook group, highly recommended. I have this one here, which was designed to be printed on big sheets, and you can cut them, and then they can you can laminate them or just have them folded in a basket. And you can pick one randomly to do. I just printed them all on one sheet so I could just read them out loud and be like, so it's like flap like a bird, slither like a snake, pretend to collect pollen like a bee, hop like a frog. So these ones can be drama or activities. That's what I have so far, but I'm always on the lookout for more, and I pull this out when we decide to do gym and I don't have anything particular planned, which I mostly don't. We also have go-tos like walking around the neighborhood and checking out the little free libraries, things like that. So that's the gym book. A little faster now. This is the drama book when I want to do drama. So I basically just searched Google and blogs and other places for drama games, free online books, anything, books from the library, you can copy things out, typed or copied and pasted them into a document, into one big document, and just printed it out. So it's just a text document, which I think I can share with you. I don't know, because I don't have written out where the things came from. I don't know if they're free things to share. So I suggest you just do that on your own. So there's, if I can find where I got them from and I can directly link to it, I will do that in the description. That's it. So there's things like drama freeze. I say announce the freeze and then count students in 3, 2, 1, and then they have to just, without thinking, just get up and do it. So I might be like, you've just seen Superman flying in the sky. 3, 2, 1. That sort of thing. You're singing in the shower. 3, 2, 1. That sort of thing. There's mind ball characteristics where you pass a pretend ball around each other and the ball becomes heavier and lighter, bigger, slipperier. etc. Things like that. Death by, my kids love that one. So you have to create a dramatic death scene where a character or more than one dies a dramatic death. The teacher gives the what you have to die by. So death by air guitar, death by garden gnome, death by chocolate. Maybe not the best game for young kids, but my kids find it funny. There's a whole bunch of them here. So pull this out when we're doing drama. Still adding to that. We are Canadian. I teach my kids French, so I made one for French. You could do it for any language that you're teaching your kids. And I found resources on my good old pal Twinkle website. It just has like key phrases like, you know, good morning, yes, no, I'm okay, what is this? Survival vocabulary. It was a whole bunch of vocabulary, feelings, school objects, school times, so 24 pages of just what each word was, food and drink. So I have all that printed in here. And then I also have the numbers 1 through 100 on a chart that I found from Madame Joëlle Rudic. Not sure if that's how you say it. And what else do I have? Most of this is from Twinkle. And I also have these, which I don't have all of them printed yet, but I printed these out from a resource I got for FrenchImmersion.com. And I don't think I paid for them. There's different seasons, different holidays, the farm, the zoo, so on. And these ones are in color. So that's what I have for French. Now, I also have one I just started for math. I need to get a new duotang. It has old information on it. And so this one is about math. So I have math games that, this one's in a sheet protector so they can just draw right on it and erase it. Games that we can just do with cards or with dice. So some of those are, so I have the high-low game. Choose a table, create a table on the board of too low and too high, like a T-chart. Choose a number without telling them what it is, and write it on a piece of paper so you don't forget. Have students raise their hands to guess a number. If the number is lower than the number you write down the too low side. If it's too high, write on the too high side. Keep going until you get the target number. That's from ShellyGrayTeaching.com. I have other games from her as well. And one from Bronwyn Boyer, frontiercollege.ca. I will find as many of these as I can and link to them. But basically, same thing. I just found a whole bunch of ones and printed them out, different things. And so when we want to do math games and I don't have something specific planned, I have that. Now I have one more, but we don't use it anymore. When I started homeschooling, I was really worried about matching the curriculum of my local area, and so I printed off all of the curriculum that they're supposed to learn in each grade and put it in a curriculum book. But now I realized, and it's funny because I read about how homeschoolers tend to do that, but then they realize they don't need to do that. And I was like, oh no, I need to do that. No, I don't need to do that. We learn what the kids want to learn, or what I feel is important to learn, or things that they missed and should have learned, or whatever we decide on what resources I get. I got a whole bunch of Shakespeare resources, so we're clearly going to learn Shakespeare this year, or next year, I mean. So I still have this one in case I want to refer to it, although it's going to change every year, so I'm not going to print it out anymore. But I still have that. And in here I also just have a place value chart in a one page protector that my children can use. So yeah, I have those, and those are all resources to grab whenever. It will take me some time, but I will find as many links as I can, and you can do your own research and find your own ones you buy off Teachers Pay Teachers or Twinkle or other blogs. Freebies, I subscribe to as many blogs as I can, and it does require time to go through those emails, but they have so many freebies and free subscriber libraries that have all kinds of cool resources. So I definitely think that you should check out the description and start opening all these things and printing off these resources. I will show you all the free ones, and you can find your own paid if you feel like paying for them. But yeah, that's it's a hot day today, and I just wanted to quickly tune in and show you my resource library that I made. So, all right, like and subscribe if you haven't already for more videos, and see you another day.